What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Did Gateway just make the best backhand zone? Let's find out. So I used to throw a zone quite a bit. It was probably my primary upshot disc for a backhand, but the problem was finding a flippy enough zone that I could throw the shot a little slower, a little more accurate. So when I switched to Gateway, I was trying to fill that slot in my bag, and the Houdini really does it. So I thought, what better place to test out a Houdini than the oldest course in Kentucky, Otter Creek Park. Every hole here is kind of around the 200 to 250 mark, and most of the time I would throw a zone or a breaker, but today we're gonna be throwing the Houdini. This gap is getting super tiny, so hopefully we can make it. We're gonna throw a few shots in this video, and I'm gonna tell you guys how I feel about the Houdini. Spoiler alert, it's in my bag, I throw it all the time, but I'm gonna rate it 1 through 10 at the end, so you guys know if you should bag it or not. I'm gonna give it an honest review, even though I'm sponsored by Gateway, and let you guys know what I think about it. Oh, that's parked. May not be parked, but it's down there. It's pretty good. This is a huck for a Houdini. This hole is probably like 200. It says 309, but this play is probably like 250, somewhere around there. Oh, that's so stable. Almost same spot. Little sketchy. So my Houdini landed here, probably about 45-foot putt maybe to this basket. We made it to one of my favorite holes at Otter Creek. It's hole 3. This is the hole that I would throw a Houdini on, pretty much 10 out of 10. I've got a stable and an understable Houdini that's kind of beat in. This is my slightly understable of the two. Let's see what we can do. And that's why I throw a Houdini here. That almost hit the basket, touching the pole. Let's try my more overstable Houdini. This is in the eraser plastic. Gateway is the only company that I know of that makes this kind of plastic. It feels just like an eraser. Super grippy. It's really great for hit and stick shots where you don't want the disc to skip away and kind of go from the basket to yonder. I'm just gonna leave that in because hopefully you understand what I'm saying. And words are hard. It's good. It's a great disc. It'll hit and stick. Let's watch it do it. Like no skip. And it wasn't as stable. I think I beat that one in a little bit to where it's kind of straight. I tried to flex it up through this gap and just let it hyzer out. Whew. Man, that tee shot had to be insanely close to hitting the basket. Consistency, here's the other Houdini. So this is another zone shot that I used to throw all the time, but the Houdini actually works pretty good for it because I threw like a flippy zone here, and now I just throw kind of a standstill with my Houdini through this gap to the right and then try to flex back to the left. Jess is on catch cam just in case we get an ace. I think that's pretty much everything I want out of a Houdini. Let's try the eraser plastic. Hit a tree and still parked. It's beating down a tree to try to get to the basket. That's all I want out of a disc. For the low, low price of $14.99.95, you can use code EJDG15 and get you one on gateway.com. So who's the Houdini for? I would say that it's great for slower arm speeds. People that are wanting kind of a zone type flight. I have a slower arm speed and I throw primarily backhands. So the Houdini is great for shaping shots around the 150 to 200 mark. If I've got some severe headwind, I'll even putt with the eraser style. And if I need to throw a touchy approach shot that I want the disc to hit, sit, and not skip, say that 3 times fast, I'll use the eraser. I love this plastic for that. All in all, I'd say I have to give the Houdini a 10 out of 10. It's one of my favorite discs that Gateway makes. Even if I wasn't sponsored by Gateway, I would be using one of these discs in my bag. It really has bridged that gap between like a Wizard and a Zone. Wizard is my primary throw-in putter for like straight shots, like workable shots. And then the Houdini is my primary approach disc. When you're playing in some strong wind, Houdini is more of a straight disc and very reliable in the wind. Thanks for hanging out, guys. If you're enjoying the channel, here's YouTube's recommendation for a video that you might like from me. Have a great day. Stay in the fairway, guys.